On to you, Libras. So you Libras have the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Taking care of yourself, taking better care of yourselves. A lot of you Libras realize that you got to get off the dumb stuff of trying to take care of everybody else except for yourself. The King of Cups. It's time for you to actually be able, right, for you to really understand what it is that you need, not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally. You Libras got to start taking credit for the fact that you're a lot more complex than what it is that people give you credit for. And even you give yourself credit for. A lot of you Libras would like to operate like a computer, but you're much more advanced than that, okay? Like, you got to understand, like, a computer is based upon the human body, not the other way around. You understand what I'm saying? So you are more advanced than the computer because a person has to make the computer. The computer is only as intelligent as its creator. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say here with all this is enough with the act. Be more of yourselves, take better care of yourselves, and stop worrying about getting your feelings hurt in a sense of needing to act like you're the hardest person in the world just so that people don't hurt your feelings. If you have hurt feelings, express it. Say what's going on with you. And the thing is that the Ace of Wands represent because you need to start having a better sense of direction. And the Ace of Wands and these two cards represents you are developing that newfound sense of direction. Like, you can't, a lot of you Libras are realizing that you're not going to be able, nor do you want to do the same stuff that you did in 2023 on back 2022, 2021. You're going to change the game by changing the way that you do things. Particularly how you perceive the world, how you perceive yourself, and how you engage, how you interact. The Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords is about you Libras also understanding that since that's the case, this is really more so about you Libras needing to be in a particular situation where you can be yourselves. And you have to ask yourself the question, as you are learning to take care of yourself, why is it that you Libras are taking care of yourselves outwardly? A lot of y'all are physically beautiful. Skin is beautiful, hair, everything beautiful. A lot of Libras are very beautiful physically. But what is going on internally with a lot of y'all? And a lot of you don't want to admit that. You know, internally, you have a war going on where you're trying to move like that computer. You're trying to numb certain things out, and you need to understand that that's a typical air sign, and it's not going to work for you. You could try to numb yourself to the point where you don't do that, but it's going to cause health problems. I'm telling you. If you don't start understanding what time it is, I'm telling you, Libras, as a matter of fact, trust me when I tell you, and this is a true story, it's going to start to create health problems. So the thing is that the Three of Swords now represents a lot of you don't want to necessarily cry. A lot of you don't want to feel like you a punk for letting it all out. Number one, you're not a punk. Number two, who says other people have to be around when you let it out? You know, I personally don't cry, but what I do is I reflect. And if I'm feeling down, I'm feeling down, and I accept that. But I also want to understand why I'm feeling down. And I'm not saying that you Libras have to cry. I'm not saying that y'all are crybabies. What I am saying is it's time to start owning up to the fact that you do have feelings, and that you do want people to take you into consideration, especially if especially if you are in their life. Whether it's friendship, family members, or whether it's romantic interests, you want people to take you seriously, and that you want people to actually consider you the next time they are going to make a decision, not make a bull decision, a bull rushed decision where they're rushing in head first and they're not taking you into consideration, even though you have their back. So now the Nine of Wands now represents, so as you are beginning to ask yourselves these questions, the Nine of Wands represents you should be good enough to get to know other people, right? But the Nine of Wands represents, though, you have to develop that level of mindfulness, as we all do, in how it is that you can understand what you're feeling at any given moment and to be able to control it from understanding mindfully what's going on with you internally. The Nine of Swords represents, because right now, what I'm seeing here with these cards is that you have way too much worries about your future, worries about your exes, worries about if you're going to find someone that's good for you, that's a good match, like Legos, right? Build, right? Stacking Legos on top of each other. Pieces fit, right? And the thing is that you're thinking about it. What the cards are trying to say is you're thinking about it too much with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Both of them are 9 cards. There's a lot of mental activity. You're thinking about it a lot. And you're creating too much of a worry in yourself. And then the Knight of Wands represents, a lot of you Libras have to remember that a lot of y'all are survivors. Y'all are chameleons, if I'm not mistaken. Is it chameleon? Anyway, I'm not going to get too technical, talk about stuff that I don't know. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that you Libras are survivors. And that you Libras have survived so much stuff already, regardless of however old you are or how young you are, right? This is just, new levels, new devils. This is just another level for you Libras to actually overcome. So there's nothing for you to really be too afraid about. You just have to understand what goals are you trying to accomplish. See, the thing with you Libras is right now is that a lot of you are trying to eat it all down. You're trying to get it all down, right? Family, friends, all this stuff, all these different things. And it's like, once again, you have to take one problem at a time, solve one problem at a time, right? You think so much to the point where you don't get anything done. And that's why a lot of you Libras be going through mental burnout. It's because y'all will think about everything and what you want to do and everything all at once. And it's like, listen, you Libras individually are just one person, right? Take it easy, okay? The thing is that then you have the Knight of Swords and the Hangman. Again, the Hangman represents to take it easy. But it also represents a person that will be good with you is a person that will understand to be patient. So there's definitely a level of or a need for patience on both sides. For you to be able to figure yourself out more, because I'm seeing that a lot of you Libras are beginning just now. I want to say within 2020 all the way up to just now, beginning to understand yourselves more and understand more of who it is that you are and embracing that without having to feel guilty about who you are. But the thing is that the Knight of Swords is that this will be tested when you interact with people that want to give you a chance, that want to see what you've got going on. In this Knight of Swords, a person that is a taker, so to speak, a person that will bite, right? Like a fish biting. And they're like, look, they want to get to know you. This self-worth will be tested. You will not be able to actually fake the funk, okay? So now the Hangman represents and the other person needs to be patient in order for them to understand that they have to actually get to know you, right? And that you have more worth than just your body. See, a lot of the times what gets a lot of people caught up too when it comes to why relationships don't work is because of the fact that one side, they're only regarded for money, height, looks, romantic fun, right? And the performance is on them, right? Start up a family, high-paying job, build their own business on one side. But then on the other side, it's look pretty, give off the illusion that you might romantically be a fun time. But regardless of whether you are, you actually not is irrelevant. You just need to give off the illusion of that, right? Or the appearance of that. Whether it's an illusion or not is yet to be seen. Only the person that knows it for real is the people who have experiences with you, right? And then just sit back and then wait for everything else to come to you in life. And the point that I'm trying to make here is, but when you get down to the nitty gritty, the real you, a lot of you Libras understand that those things are a part of you, in the sense that you have some of those traits where maybe you are pretty and people do like you because they think that you're very pretty, or you know, you may be handsome, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you Libras are much, much more than that. So it's like, when people come to you being serious about getting to know you, now it's a situation, okay, I'm getting all these notifications. Now it's a situation where, now what you gonna do? So you can't, within the next couple of weeks, Libra, you can't be out here faking the funk. You got to really be the real McCoy. So let's clarify the Knight of Swords. You can't be faking the funk, because some of you Libras will meet people that will want to give you a try. They would want to hang out. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Chariot, right? The Chariot. So to clarify the Knight of Swords, right? The Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles represents how this will be how you receive all that amount of attention that you will get if and when, within the next couple of weeks, somebody is interested. So what are you Libras gonna do? You Libras can't cringe up now, because you will have some people that will show you interest. What you gonna do? The Ace of Cups and the Chariot, they're gonna be sniffing around. They want to see what's up. They're gonna you know, they're gonna come through and be like, hey Libra, you want to hang out? Let's kick it. Don't get scared, Libra, and start second guessing yourself. Remember, self-care, not self-conceit. Take this time right now to take care of yourself, so that by the time you actually do meet some of these people, and I have to put things into perspectives, right? Or context. I'm not saying that you're gonna meet your soulmate. I think that anybody, this is just my own personal perspective. I'm not knocking other people, right, who do this. But me, if you ask me, for a person to be telling you, oh, you're gonna meet your soulmate, I don't know about all that. You know, that's a little bit too much, too far down the road, because soulmate is really something that you really, you know, you would have to really get like a reading on, pretty much a private reading, to be honest with you. But a soulmate is way too far off to just be doing it in a public reading like this, pretty much. You know, it's far too many events. You know, when you talk about long term, you're talking about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. That's, you know what I'm saying? There's so much decisions, and people make thousands of decisions a day. So let's clarify the Hanged Man. 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. Once again, remember, take this time, build on yourself, self-care, not self-conceit. Take care of yourself emotionally, physically, mentally. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. And remember, if you're going to play the field, I would say be honest in that. You know, that, you know, you have options, and that you're just, you know, getting to know Some people, you just want to hang out. You know, nothing is set in stone as of right now. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.